So if you're thinking about setting up a live stream that's really portable, that's everything I need to live stream. You want to see it? Let's have a look and see what actually comes in there. And is it everything? So we're going to take it out one by one. Portable setup. Open up the bag. Now you'll see there's still space, a lot of space in here. So I've actually cut down on the gear that I'm using to make it easier and more lightweight to be able to record videos, live stream. I've got the camera, little tripods, and the lighting that I need. So let's look at this. We've got one tripod. We'll put them down and then I'll show you them all. We've got a little flimsy 2 tripod just because it's lightweight. We've got another tripod. So 3 tripods. We've got a light with gels. You'll see exactly how that gets set up. And that's that right hand side done. Here, portable power. We're going to look at this in more detail. And then over here, light number 2. And then the pièce de resistance, a camera that I can live stream with, take photos with, and do video with. And then I've still got enough space in the bag for a drink bottle and a few additional accessories like cables and stuff in the front pockets, like kind of there. So it's not fully packing for. So it's not fully packing. It's more a nice to have. So let's get rid of the bag. And let's look at these individually then. So we're looking at tripod. We're looking at tripod. We're looking at tripod. We'll have 3 that we look at first. And then I think it's important to start with tripods first because they are quite important. First up, this one is quite girthy, I'd say. So you've got an option there for easy push store. Everything I'm talking about is linked below, so you can click on it and check it out. So that there is number 1. This one, because it's flimsy, I use it on my lightest, smallest light. So I'll show you that as I do this. So here's light. You can simply screw it here. That be your light. You've got the option there for easy adjustment. You can simply loosen it up, or you can point that wherever. I normally tend to put a tinge light on here. You'll see I like my double lighting, so like kind of pink and green, just to give you a bit of atmosphere. So here we can imitate that with some gels. So let's use green. So I'll put that in the front there. That is ready as light number 1. Now we can decide which other tripod we want to light on. So here, there's 2 tripods. Which one shall we use for the camera? Which one shall we use for the light? That depends. Because if you have a laptop, this tripod does that. So if you had a laptop in front of you, the camera could go on that and just reach over the laptop in the perfect position. So maybe that's the best one for the camera, which we're using, which you already know is over there. So let's put that on. Oopsie daisy. There. Now let's adjust it. Give it a nice little adjustment. You've got your flip up screen, remember, on this camera, so you can see yourself as you're doing the video. So we're 1 light and the camera. You can't see my face anymore. Let me put that there so you can see my face. And then number 3 tripod will hold a slightly bigger light. And these lights are actually pretty good in terms of power. Once you've charged them, you can live stream for at least an hour and a half without any issues. And the battery on the camera will run out after about an hour and a half. So you actually have to worry more about the camera battery, if anything. I do have an option to power the camera for longer. If you're in a location where you've got access to power, you plug in a socket. However, we have got our battery bank, remember? So with the battery bank, it's an Anker battery bank. I do like these because I had one before and I've used it for many years. I've got 2 USBs which can power the lights if need be. That does not have enough power to actually power the camera via Type-C. It needs a higher voltage amp. So we can leave that underneath there, which you wouldn't really see. Now, that is everything I need. When I'm live streaming, I'm close enough to this camera that I don't have to worry about a microphone because the mic built in on the camera actually does a good job. It's just on the top here. And if I'm this close, it sounds pretty good. So in that example, you are set to live stream. Let's see what it looks like. So let me put on lights. Obviously, I've got a massive light here, But let's go over here. Let's put it on. Just give it a little bit of fill light there. Let me move this camera out the way for the meantime so you can see the lighting situation. So we've got one little light here. Just a bit of fill there. And let's put on a little bit of ambient greenness. Too much, just less. So now, the thinking behind this setup here is a little bit of green or even yellow. Gives you like a bit of a nice feel on the face, the skin. So let's take the green out. You can have a normal color, but I tend to like a different color. It gives you a bit of depth in the video. So if I put yellow in there, that's a nice option. Or you can mix and match. You can have two to give you like a bit of a off color, if that makes sense. But that lighting is pretty good. As long as you're close, you can black out what's behind you just by basically lighting yourself. I'll show you a snippet of what this looks like with this camera recording, so you can see exactly how it performs. So if I do that, so the next clip you'll see will be from the camera itself and how it looks. That is exactly how that looks. So hopefully that helps you if you're thinking about a small portable setup. You can actually carry a MacBook Type-C charger with you to power this camera for longer. That's a bit of an extra hack for you. It works quite nicely. I use that if I want to live stream for really long. So all of this can be easily purchased and fits into one little camera gear setup. And it's actually very nice and easy to carry. So let me turn that off. Turn that off over there. And then you can turn your camera off. And when you're taking photographs or video, you can simply use this camera as a normal camera. And when it comes to live streaming, you can use it as a live stream camera. So it's not too much gear. It's just enough to fit in a nice bag. And you can push it all down and it works great. So that was a quick look at that. But if you want to get a bit more fancy, there are additional options. You can check out this video here where I actually made a full lighting setup with a lot more depth. I'll see you on that video.